What's going on, guys? It's Andy here. Welcome back to the Andy Kandola Show. So we got an entertaining show here today. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys an update on my portfolio. We'll go ahead and see what stocks I'm currently buying right now. But the main topic for this video, guys, is going to be investing in real estate. And that's going to be with Fundrise. Now, I'll go ahead and share with you guys exactly what Fundrise is, as well as all the pros and cons of investing with Fundrise. It is an easy way to go ahead and invest in real estate, and it's one of the ways I go ahead and invest in real estate. Plus, I'll share with you guys another way that I also invest in real estate. But I do like Fundrise overall, guys. I'm going to be upfront with you guys, but I want to go ahead and share with you guys all the things that I do like, all the things that I think that they can improve on or that I don't like about investing in Fundrise. But at the end of the day, it is probably one of the easiest ways to go ahead and invest in real estate without buying an actual real estate property and taking on all the headaches as well as all the money that you have to go ahead and invest in an actual property. Fundrise makes it all much easier. Now, in regards to this portfolio, guys, if you are new to this channel, this portfolio is a dividend growth portfolio. I call it my bucket list portfolio. In this portfolio, I have around 53 stocks. If you're interested in checking out the portfolio, go ahead and see my link down in the description down below. But currently, this portfolio is sitting at $61,517, guys. I am up $272. In the last week, portfolio is up $1,597 or 2.69%. In the last month, portfolio is up $985 or 1.75%. In the last quarter, it's up $4,500 or 9.66%. And then all time, if you look here, the portfolio is up $6,537 or 19.67%. Now, I recently started this portfolio soon as the pandemic happened, about a month later after that. So I started it right around April. So I'm pretty happy with the returns so far. Obviously, investing, you never know what can happen. I've seen the returns go as low as 15, maybe even 14% at this point, or as high as over 20%. Now, currently, guys, in regards to this portfolio, I am diversified in multiple different sectors within the S&P 500. There's basically 11 sectors. And the nice thing I like about investing with M1 Finance is you can go ahead and allocate a different percentage to each sector and go ahead and divide your portfolio up in regards to each sector. Now, I am putting another large deposit in this portfolio for $4,000 currently. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I still want to go ahead and dollar cost average in this portfolio. I tend to invest around $1,000 a week in regards to this portfolio. And I do want to go ahead and overall get this portfolio to over $100,000 by the end of the year. We'll see what happens in regards to this because the market has been a little volatile lately. Now, in regards to my current positions, I am currently buying 11 different stocks in this portfolio today. Now, I'm spending about $300 this morning and investing in Disney, investing in Realty Income, and then $200 I'm actually splitting evenly within the actual portfolio, and it's being allocated towards the percentage allocations that I have targeted in this portfolio. So the rest of the money is going into T. Rowe Price Group, Disney, Realty Income, the Clorox Company, Costco, Bank of America, Lynn, Walmart, Hormel Foods, Procter & Gamble, and Waste Management. Now, personally, guys, I love all of these stocks because they do pay me out in dividends. Now, my overall investment strategy with any of my investments, and as we get into Fundrise, I'll share this there as well, but it is in regards to building income. Now, this portfolio, because every stock pays me out in dividends, I am making money in two different ways. So I'm making money from the growth in these stocks and when the stock price goes up, as well as from the dividends because it is earning me monthly income. At this point, I'm earning probably right around 120 to 150 bucks a month. I know it's not a lot, but hey, over time, the sooner you start investing in dollar cost averaging with the power of compound interest, it's a great way to go ahead and let your money compound and earn more and more every single year. Now, I have made a video in regards to the power of compound interest. I will go ahead and link the video in the description down below. So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, you can go ahead and check that out. But now just jumping into Fundrise. Now, in regards to Fundrise, Fundrise is basically one of the easiest ways to go ahead and invest in real estate. Basically, Fundrise goes ahead and lets you invest in commercial properties or residential apartments. Now, in regards to this, they're called real estate investment trust. Basically, by investing in Fundrise, they go ahead and take the money and reinvest it for you in regards to projects, commercial projects or apartments or different complexes, and you go ahead and get paid in regards to when the project is completed or the earnings from that project, because you're invested in all those different properties. Now, it is a great way to go ahead and build additional passive income, and honestly, I'm all about building passive income. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys all the pros and cons of investing in this type of strategy. We'll go ahead and walk through the application. Now, the initial investment to even start investing in Fundrise is $1,000. But here's the thing, when you go ahead and compare that to actually investing and buying an actual property, that's still a lot less. I mean, when you have to buy a property, let's say it's a rental property, it's a duplex, triplex, fourplex, you are investing at least 10% to 20% based on if it's an investment property or not. So that's a lot more money that you do have to usually invest up front. Now, I started this account back in February, and in regards to this account, I'll go ahead and show you guys the properties that I'm actually invested in, but here's the overall returns so far. Since February, just investing $1,000, I've gained $28.66 in net returns. So that means money in my pocket. Now, in regards to this, there's different ways to go ahead and invest. I'm invested in a supplemental income investment plan. Basically, I want to go ahead and build additional income and have this pay me out in income. Now, the nice thing is it does go ahead and show me in regards to my overall returns and where they're coming from. Basically, $23.10 is coming from the dividends that I've gained from the returns that I'm getting on my portfolio, as well as 5.68% I'm gaining from the appreciation in those commercial real estate properties. And then Fundrise does charge an advisory fee, but as we can tell, I mean, that's nothing as far as an advisory fee goes, and I've only paid 12 cents so far back to Fundrise in regards to the advisory fees. So I really do like this platform, and it basically keeps it very simple at the end of the day. I mean, it shows me everything and it really simplifies everything here. Now, in regards to some of the recent activity, I can actually see some of the properties that I'm actually invested in. Now, as I go down here, guys, it shows me all the properties that I'm actually invested in. This is one of the projects that actually completed successfully September 3rd. So it is telling me that I actually invested in this property and my realized return on this property was 8.8%. And then it's also showing me different properties that I'm also invested in, as far as this is an apartment that I am invested in. This is another project that's also invested. So this is a nice way to go ahead and keep up with all the different properties that you're actually invested in. And I really do like that about Fundrise, because now you actually know the exact projects that you're invested in. So in case I go to New Jersey and I look at these apartments, I can sincerely say that, hey, I'm an actual part owner and I can actually keep up with this type of project. Now, here's the other thing. Within the portfolio, it actually shows me how much I'm invested in equity and how much I'm invested in debt. And there's different ways that projects are rated. So it actually shows me what type of projects I'm actually rated in. So there's D-rated projects, C-rated projects, C1, B, B1. So it does show me all the different projects. And the nice thing here, guys, is also it does show me that I'm invested in 71 active projects currently within my portfolio. So this is actually a great way to go ahead and see what the different projects are. Now, if I go ahead and click on the performance, this is actually going to break the performance up a little bit further. It actually shows me in regards to the type of REITs or the real estate investment trust that I'm invested in. It shows me right here that I'm invested in income REITs, East Coast, West Coast, additional income REITs, growth REITs, additional income REITs. So it does show me the different type of REITs and where my returns are coming from in regards to this. So I do like that as well. Now, in regards to kind of the portfolio here, this is actually showing me where my positions are, how the portfolio is allocated, and all my 71 active projects. So I can tell right here, these are all the active projects that I currently am invested in. And as we can tell, a lot of these are commercial properties, and then there are apartment complexes as well. Those are basically the main two types of investments that Fundrise does investment, is commercial properties and apartments. They don't do single family, duplexes, triplexes. It's more bigger apartments or bigger commercial properties. Now, that's kind of just an overall overview here in regards to the actual platform. And here's the overall thing with Fundrise, guys, is it's one way and one avenue to go ahead and allocate towards real estate and towards that bucket. Now, I would not say to go ahead and throw all your eggs in one basket. This is just one avenue to get exposure to the real estate industry if you're not already in real estate and if you're not diversified in that sector. Now, an additional way that I also do go ahead and invest in real estate is through my stock portfolio, and I do invest in real estate stocks. So within the real estate stocks, these are also considered REITs. But here's the thing, these are publicly traded companies that you can invest in through the stock market, as opposed to Fundrise, where that's privately held company. So with Fundrise, those are all private projects that you cannot actually invest in. So you have exposure to privately held projects through Fundrise, and then you can invest in publicly traded companies that also go ahead and invest in different sectors within real estate. So the stocks that I actually invest in is Realty Income Corporation, Prologis Inc., Crown Castle International, and Digital Realty Trust. These are all for real estate investment trust. And with real estate investment trust, they do have to pay out 90% of their earnings. Now, all four of these do focus on different things. So with Realty Income, they focus on commercial tenants and commercial plazas. With Prologis Inc., they focus on industrial logistic facilities. With Crown Castle, they focus on cell towers. And then with Digital Realty Trust, they focus on data centers, and they're the largest company out there that has data centers. So these are basically another way to go ahead and invest in real estate and in the real estate sector. But that's one of the sectors that I believe is very important for any portfolio. If you're not invested in real estate, I would personally say to invest some money in the stock market, but then to also go ahead and maybe evaluate investing in Fundrise. I personally do really like Fundrise at the end of the day, because I like how easy it is to understand all the information. I like how I can see the returns, and then their fees are extremely low. So overall, I will say, guys, I do like this overall investment. I am planning to go ahead and deposit a little bit more in regards to my Fundrise account. My first goal this year was to go ahead and get this portfolio and get my bucket list portfolio to $100,000. So that's why I'm allocating a little more towards my stock portfolio. But again, another way to diversify is going to be with Fundrise. So I am going to keep on adding more to this portfolio. Now, here's the thing, the things that I don't like about investing in Fundrise. And basically, I've kind of already mentioned this, but the main thing probably would be that you do need to have at least $1,000 to start. Now, at one point, they did have $500 to go ahead and start investing with them, but recently they did go ahead and change that to $1,000. So that's probably one thing that I don't like about Fundrise. Still not a big deal, but you still need to have $1,000 to invest with them. Secondly, because you can only invest in real estate with Fundrise, that's just one way to go ahead and diversify. But the downfall to that is that's the only way to invest in Fundrise, is you can only buy real estate. So the advantage is great way to go ahead and invest in real estate, but disadvantages with Fundrise, you can only invest in this one sector and only diversify within this one sector. So that's going to be the other second dislike that I have around this. And then finally, the potential safety of investing with Fundrise. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, you are investing in privately held commercial apartments or commercial properties. And in general, yes, real estate is usually one of the safest investments out there, but at the end of the day, if something were to happen, and with this pandemic, if people start working more and more from home, prices on real estate are really not going to go up on the commercial space, because there's going to be less use and less companies wanting to go ahead and have commercial space that they need for offices or other uses. But if we do go ahead and look at their historical performance, Fundrise has performed pretty decently. If we look in 2019, they had an average return of 9.47%, and then we can tell on average the last 5 years, they've had an average return of probably, I would say, over 10%, just based on looking at the average annualized return on this chart. It's definitely a better return than investing in the stock market, because on average in the stock market, you're looking at 7 to 10%, where here on average, you're looking at a return of over 10%. Now guys, I wanted to go ahead and share this with you because this is another way to go ahead and invest. I'm all about diversifying my investments in different types of investment strategies, and Fundrise makes it really easy to go ahead and invest in real estate. But I'm going to basically leave it at that for this video. If you are interested in Fundrise, you can go ahead and go to fundrise.com, or I will leave a link down in the description as well. It is an affiliate link, so it does help the channel out. As well as, guys, if you are interested on keeping up with this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below, where we go ahead and talk about everything to do with investing, making money, as well as the stock market. But thank you guys for watching this video, and it would honestly be appreciated, guys, if you don't mind smashing that like button, as it really does help keep me motivated to keep producing content like this, and YouTube seems to love that like button. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time, guys, I will see you guys at the next one.